Let's talk about the way the season started for you guys. You're still sitting on top. What would you say helped you to sit there currently?
Well, I think at first we are there's unity within us as a team and of course as a club, and I think we have the same vision going forward as a team and also as a club, and I think we know the mandate of what has to be done, and I think we've been taking it one game at a time, which is the most important thing. You know, as much as we're still on top, we are still a club that wants to improve ourselves, improve individually, and also take it one game at a time.
What did Coach Eric Tingler bring this time around, which is different to when he took over last season? I mean, you guys are playing like a very different team. When the other teams face you, they seem to be a little bit scared.
I think it brought confidence within the squad. You know, it brought belief, it brought character. So I think that's what we have as players, and the coach also added a lot in that in terms of like character and unity within the club. And I think working also not just for ourselves as individuals, but you know, for one another on the field. So I thought he brought that, and also he came in. He had enough time also to instill that within us as players, because I think this is his first season where we share the pre-season with the coach.
Well, history has shown that when you start well, normally you go all the way. You may fail up there, but then normally when you start well, you do well. Do you believe that we have that capability of maybe being contenders this season?
Yes, I wouldn't put that aside. It's there, with the quality that we've had and the matches that we've already played, it's showing, But the dangers of that is that when we try and look further away, when there's also just our next game around the corner. So in this kind of situation, that's where you face it and look at it one game at a time. So I think the importance of this now is that we're looking at it a game at a time.
Do you feel more pressure every time you go to the game because you are at the top and then everyone wants to dethrone you?
Yes, for sure. I think that's good pressure, and I think everyone deserves the pressure. I think it's what gets us, to be better than we were yesterday. It helps us go beyond our limits. So I think pressure is good. I think we should always have pressure as athletes. That's what we get paid to do.
Let's talk about the new signings. We saw Matsembi doing so well before an injury, and your Tosta came back from. He was out there. He came back to the club once again. What do they bring, these young players, to the club?
Yeah, they bring a lot. They bring a lot, in terms of like their positions, and also remember that we spend pre-season. It's just not just maybe them bringing something. It's just more of us being united. There's a lot of unity within the club. There's a proper chemistry, and there's a proper brotherhood. So I think looking at it individually, yes, we bring a lot as individuals, but I think what wins championship and what gets us to where we are, I think it's more of chemistry and the team.
You have a game tomorrow. It's a Limpopo derby. Your take on that game, and also if you can just comment on the issue of Spandler. How did that treat you, and have you gotten over it?
Yeah, for sure. It really hasn't been a problem for me. It has been addressed, and the relevant people dealt with it, because at the end of the day, my job is to play football. If I'm facing certain things like that, unfortunately, I wouldn't want to leave the field. And also, we lost points in that game, which I believe we could have gotten more. But there's people to deal with these things. I'm just a player. I want to play football. That's all. And there's relevant people and high people that are there to deal with this kind of situations, which I believe they did.
You have Polokwane City tomorrow.
Yes, we have Polokwane City tomorrow. A big Limpopo game, a big game for us. Bragging rights kind of game. So we really want to, continue and maintain our position at the top of the log.